Hello Year 12 and welcome to our fourth video here on series and sequences. We've learned about APs and GPs so far, arithmetic progressions, geometric progressions, or arithmetic sequences, geometric sequences. Let's just stick with APs and GPs. We're going to look at some applications here a little bit. Now one of the things we want to remember is that if I have an AP, if I have three consecutive numbers or three numbers that form a sequence, so they're in order, A, then B, then C. If B minus A equals C minus B, right, if they have a common difference, we have an AP. If B divided by A equals C divided by B, then we have a common ratio, which means we have a GP. Right, yeah. Those are important. That's what we're going to apply here today. Here's an example. Find the value of x if 4 followed by x followed by 16 forms an AP. Okay, if those three numbers form an AP, then that means the difference from 4 and x is the same as the difference of x and 16. This is in fact what we call the arithmetic mean of 4 and 16. It's the number that's halfway in between. So we can use that that property of APs, where T2 minus T1 equals T3 minus T2, or B minus A equals C minus B. So x minus 4 equals 16 minus x. If we add x to both sides and add 4 to both sides, then we'll get this expression here that says 2x equals 20, and obviously there x equals 10. So 4, 10, 16. It follows an AP, and so that forms an AP, and that would have a common difference of 6, right? 4 plus 6 is 10, 10 plus 6 is 16. Excellent. Now, what if those same three numbers don't form an AP but a GP? That would mean x over 4 equals 16 over x, multiplying both sides by 4x, and then I get x squared equals 64, and just a little thing to watch out for here, doesn't mean that x equals 8. No, x equals plus or minus 8, okay, because 4, negative 8, 16, right, is a GP. 4 times negative 2 is negative 8. Negative 8 times negative 2 is 16. That's a GP, or 4 times 2 is 8. 8 times 2 is 16. So, if 4x and 16 form a GP, then the common ratio could be 2 or negative 2. Anyway, we weren't asked to find out the common ratio. We're just asked to find x, and in this case, there are two possible values there. That's what we call the geometric mean, right? Arithmetic mean, geometric mean. You probably might not come across those terms again, but, well, there you go. Learned them today. Now, the 9th term of an AP is 8, and the 17th term is 20. We had a question a little bit like this before, but we were given the first term, which helped a lot, right? Because that's A, that's an important part of our formula. We're going to have to do something else here. Well, the 9th term equals 8, and also the 9th term equals, of an AP, A plus n minus 1 times D. So we could say that A plus n minus 1 is 8. A plus 8D equals 8. Right. I don't know what A or D are, but I did know what n was. So the 9th term, so n equals 9. So I can put that much into the formula. I know that T9 equals 8. I know that n equals 9, so n minus 1 equals 8. A and D are unknown to me at this stage, and I'm going to label that as my first equation, which is probably a pretty strong hint at this stage. We're going to see some simultaneous equations pop up. Of course we are, so we're going to do the same thing now, but with the 17th term. So T17 equals 20, or A plus 16D equals 20. Right, remember n minus 1. That's my second equation. Now solve these as you will, but I'm choosing to subtract equation 1 from equation 2 That tells me that I have 8d is equal to 12, means that d equals 3 over 2 or 1.5. If I substitute that back into either of the equations, let's say the first, then a plus 24 over 2, a plus 12 equals 8, which means that a equals -4. So now I have d, right? My common difference is 1.5 or 3 over 2. My first term is -4, so I start at -4 and go up by 3 over 2, or 1.5 each time. Now I can use my formula to find the 101st term. That's going to be -4. Let's get my head out of the road there. -4 plus n minus 1, or 100 times 3 over 2, which is equal to 146. Rightio, that was some good problem solving. Yep. Rightio, that's it. I don't really need a recap because we didn't introduce anything hugely new. Right, we just experimented with some of those ideas a little further. Anyway, in our next video, we'll be adding up the terms of a sequence. Right, add them together. That's important. I will see you then. Otherwise, if you've got any questions, make sure you ask me in class. Thank you.